What is going on, YouTubeverse? John Stanek from Johnny Radio here, bringing you another Top 5 on this glorious Top 5 Friday, and I'm so excited to be talking to you today about my favorite Beatle, George Harrison, and my personal favorite top 5 songs of his. So let's get right to it. At number 5... All Things Must Pass, the title track from my favorite album of his from 1970. I just did a review of that album yesterday, by the way. You should check that out. But man, what an epic song, from the songwriting to the production by Phil Spector, the wall of sound, the horns really elevated as well. And what a beautiful sentiment that this song tells. Even though it's a bit sad and dark, it's also just lovely to the way that he describes a sunburst doesn't last all morning. All things must pass. Beautiful song, and that is at my number 5. Now at number 4... Marwa Blues, a little known track from his last album, Brainwashed, from 2002. This is such a beautiful instrumental that I had to include it on my list. And it has that signature slide guitar by George Harrison that just has this lovely angelic sound. Nobody else had quite that sound that he had on the slide guitar. And this kind of slow moving, a little bit inspired by Indian music in the background, but just a beautiful song that if you close your eyes, you can just kind of see all this imagery of just beauty. That's the best way I can describe it. I think George was really onto something with this track, and man, I can't believe that was his last album in 2002. We miss you, George. That is at my number 4. Now at number 3... Wah Wah. Going back to All Things Must Pass, this rocker from that album is so awesome. I mean, again, that wall of sound, production, Eric Clapton and George Harrison both playing leads on this thing. The wah wah effect on the guitar is so cool, with George's slide over top of it in parts. And then just such a fun song, and kind of a song against authority in a way, which that's how George was feeling when he wrote this. Prior to the Beatles breaking up, he left the band shortly in early 1969 and was just mad at them and saying, like, I don't need your wah wah. So it's just a fun song, and just it rocks, man. And that is at my number 3. Now at number 2... My Sweet Lord. Following a trend here, again, another song from All Things Must Pass, but I mean, come on, it is the best post-Beatles solo Beatle record of all time, and this, the big hit song from it, there's a reason that it was. I mean, it was just beautiful how he married Christian lyrics, the Hare Krishna lyrics, the upbeat spirituality of it. No matter what you believe in, it just makes you want to sing along. And of course, again, that beautiful slide guitar over top of it. And of course, Harrison was actually later successfully sued by the songwriter that did the song for the Chiffons, He's So Fine, because George, he did use that melody, whether he realized it or not. He claims it was subconscious, but it's pretty obvious that it's the same melody. But it's a great melody. What can you say? And I think George's song is better on many different levels, and that is why it's at my number 2. So now, folks, at number 1... Isn't It a Pity? If you saw my review of All Things Must Pass yesterday, you would know this is my favorite George song. I mean, it is just so beautiful, so epic. The way that it builds, it's 6+ minutes and worth every minute of it. There's actually 2 versions of the song on All Things Must Pass. I prefer the main original version. Of course, the version from Concert for George, where Billy Preston plays this in his honor in 2003, is just amazing. Will give you chills, but just the lyrics of this song are so beautiful, so simple yet so profound. Isn't it a pity? Isn't it a shame how we break each other's hearts and cause each other pain? How we take each other's love without thinking anymore. Isn't it a pity? Man, forgetting to give back. I forgot that line. But man, this is just, what can you say? It's George's best song, maybe even his best song, if obviously I didn't include any Beatles songs that George wrote in this list. This is just George as a solo artist, but it rivals anything from Abbey Road that he wrote, which were amazing songs. Something, Here Comes the Sun, While My Guitar Gently Weeps. He had some real amazing songs by the time he was getting into his element by the end of the Beatles, that when All Things Must Pass came out, man, it just blew the lid off. And of course, there's so many great songs through the years, but I think to me, nothing will ever top that record. That's why 4 out of 5 songs on my list are from that record. So let me know in the comments below, what would make your top 5? If you're so bold, leave me a top 10. As I said, there's so many great songs. Give Me Peace, Give Me Love, Give Me Peace on Earth is another great one. I Got My Mind Set on You. I mean, stuff he did with the Traveling Wilburys. Who could forget all that? I mean, George Harrison, just such an amazing artist as both a musician, a philanthropist. What he did for Concert for Bangladesh in the 70s was incredible. So for all those reasons, he's my favorite Beatle, and that was my top 5. So guys, let me know what you think. Again, we got top 5s every Friday, album reviews, so much more. Thank you for watching. Stay safe out there, and as always, Viva la vinyl. So guys, thanks so much for watching. Please like, subscribe, and be sure to ring the bell for notifications so you can always see great quality content like you're seeing on the screen right now. Thank you so much for supporting Johnny Radio, and I'll see you soon.